Hey, it's ToasterBoy.
And SpaghettiCat.
I didn't know who that face was that we just saw.
He was very happy.
But we're playing a game called Home. It's
unique horror adventure.
by some guy named Benjamin Rivers. I mean, that's the research that we did. That's what it told us.
Right there.
Yep. And apparently, throughout the game, our data is saved automatically for us.
Wow.
That was something else that we randomly found out.
Turn up the sound and turn off the lights. I like how they use a little, energy-saving light bulb, not the traditional.
But old school headphones, like super old school.
So they're hipsters.
Apparently.
That is what I've.
Why isn't it an LED light bulb? They're even more energy efficient. Come on, guys.
Because hipsters are poor.
Oh, I was not prepared for voices. Oh dear, I'm in no way prepared.
And since I have still recovering from oral surgery, I have a lisp right now.
It's ever so slight. It's not that bad.
But you are doing the reading.
All I remember at that point was finding myself alone. Oh, my head. Where was I? It was so dark. There's something by my feet. A fleshlight. I placed it gently over my penis.
Okay, we're on the same page. I'm proud of us.
It's me.
It's you.
It's me if I was Conan O'Brien.
That's right. In what, 16-bit?
Yeah, this is pretty 16-y.
See, I really enjoy this because it takes me back to like my childhood already.
Is anything over here? No, just.
I grew up, like I said. Well, Loom was not as 16-bit, but Gold Rush looked like this.
That house. Where was I?
What else looked like this? Ooh, what the fuck?
There was a body lying on the floor. Who was it?
That's all you have to say about a body lying on the floor.
I didn't recognize his face. He was, I almost said he was some kind of warm.
He was still
kind of warm.
Because I touched him.
All right. So most stuff you want to click on twice, apparently. It's like, oh, got a cat. I mean, feline. Interesting.
Got a cat.
Stairs going down.
Long ass hallway.
Drippy drop. And another door.
I also like how they can make this game creepy as fuck. Not yet, but it's coming.
The desk had a computer and some papers on it, and a single drawer. I didn't want to snoop, but did I open the drawer?
Yeah, because you just woke up in this
Yes!
place. You can snoop all you fucking want.
Blurry photo. Looks like some... Oh, why is this bitch so familiar? Tell me more. I really shouldn't have been going through his stuff. Getting my finger... Ooh. Self-incriminating. Oh, God, there's blood. Oh, there's blood on the wall. It smells fresh and it's sickening. Oh, I realized there was blood on my shoes and my pants.
I pooped myself.
Yep, that's not blood. It's chocolate pudding. Oh, man, I have to get out of here.
That's your first sign you have to get out of there? At that point, I'd kind of break through the window and leave.
Just leap out.
Peace out,
Fuck
guys. I don't want to be here.
Jump. I noticed that I limped as I moved down the stairs. Why wasn't I limping before in the hallway? I was upset. She looked afraid.
Wait, what?
I don't know.
I missed the last... Whatever, okay.
He had a vision in his head of a woman who looked afraid.
Oh.
More stairs going down. A rat. Is that a rat humping the ground?
I don't know. It's too 16-bit.
A thin gray mouse was stuck in a trap. It looked frantic but exhausted.
Free it.
Yeah, we'll free you. Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
I like his little mouse hold.
We don't like your little mousy kind here with your tiny feet and your soft fur and your adorable little ears. Is this just a gigantic dildo on a stand?
Yes, it is.
Jesus. A collection of rusty tools. These look like they'd seen a lot of use and were caked in a damp-smelling dirt. Why weren't they in a shed? Why don't these people clean up their houses the way I want them to clean up their houses?
Why would they have used here?
Used for in here, in the house? Way to assume that the tools are being used in the house.
Right.
I found a photo of a couple. Looked like they'd been moved a lot. There seemed to be a switch behind it.
There seemed to be, or there was.
Yeah, exactly. Like either it's been moved and you checked, or...
or there was
we're pushing the switch. It just pressed smoothly into the wall, leaving a second fleshlight opening for me to stick my penis into.
It's called the glory hole.
Glory, glory, hallelujah. A stranger sucking on my dick.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Have you ever been to a glory hole?
No. Have you?
Nope.
Well, we've got to conclude that.
I'm sure that they exist.
They do.
The shelf was... The shelf was full of books on local history and hunting. Seemed like the owner of the house really knew the area.
Really? You assume he read all those books?
There were scribbles of some kind on random scraps of paper and notes about some kind of water tower.
The fuck?
Did you mean the one by the old train yard? Of course he did.
Again, assuming somebody read all those books.
Yeah, because I've got 4 or 5 books on my bookshelf that I haven't looked at, but you'd look at it and be like, oh shit, this dude knows the thing or two about A, B, and C.
Yeah.
I looked like hell, my clothes were dirty and torn, and there was mud caked all over my shoes.
I did not like it one bit.
Oh, no, that's not the mud, that's the shit from earlier.
For that dead body?
Right. The bathroom was incredibly clean. Every surface had been thoroughly wiped, and nothing seemed out of place.
No fingerprints left behind.
As though there had been a murder. Chum chum.
What's that?
There was a photo development... What?
Ooh.
Some leftover negatives were sticking out, but they were pretty blurry. This guy clearly doesn't know how to take photographs. I thought I saw what looked like treetops. Again, probably reference to that water tower.
Oh. I don't know where the fuck your character got that from, but okay.
Who knows? Okay. Boom, boom. It's almost as though someone scrubbed the bathroom clean after a murder was committed in it. Oh. The front door was blocked. I knew I had to find another way out. What a great way of telling me that just don't even try going this way.
Right. This game is really kind of giving itself away.
I legitimately just jumped.
Did you really?
There's been like no sounds in the games. Yeah, I did. Oh. The door was taped up and seemed to be stuck. But the smell, I guess it led to the kitchen.
I was getting hungry.
Let's leave.
Okay, bye. Again, at what point would you be like, hey, let's just jump out the window and leave?
Yeah. I found a box pointing down. I wondered if I should move it. The box looked heavy, but there were floor marks. But there were floor marks on the floor. I can't read. I'm turning this SpaghettiCat over here.
It had obviously been moved before.
Maybe I'd found a way out. I must have moved it, right? No.
I left it alone.
But I couldn't think of another option. Yes, of course you're going to move it. Maybe I found a way out, they hinted.
I heaved the box forward, and it finally gave. And
leading
down I
to
went.
A third fleshlight. I'm going to do this one more like...
A dank smell.
Oh, shit. Somebody's smoking the ganja.
Dank smell rose from the...
My leg hurt like hell as I climbed that ladder down. The tunnel below was even darker and the smell wasn't getting any better. But I had to get out of there and find my way home.
Which is the name of the game is.
Now that we're in level 2, we can switch the guy's voice because the previous one, while sounding hopefully cool, hurt me.
Oh, sounded like Snake.
I was kind of going for that. It was kind of turning into freaking, not Keanu Reeves. Who's the other crazy actor? He was Ghost Rider.
Oh, Tom Cruise?
No, Ghost Rider.
Oh, no. I don't know what you're talking about then.
The fuck? He's in the
movie.
movie.
Not Tom Cruise. I'm sorry. That's totally Nicolas Cage.
That's the one.
That's who I thought I was saying, but nope. Tom Cruise came out.
I said the word Tom Cruise, but I was picturing. But yes, Nicolas Cage is what I was thinking.
I was envisioning.
But you knew what you were thinking. What you were thinking was right. So that's what
I knew what I was thinking.
It's all about communication after they hit.
And remembering names of famous people.
I'm bad at it too. It's okay. Anyway, the industrial area near the river, various houses, and even the water near the old rail station. The water tower again.
He just really fucking loves that water.
There's a map.
Yep.
He found a map.
And
it's high praise.
Other shit.
Newspaper clippings from the local paper. They were all about murders in towns over the last few years. Wait. There were photos. Photos of our house. What the hell was going bad about? Maybe I should have looked around more, tried to find some kind of information.
I'm trying to figure out, Rachel.
The fuck is Rachel?
Please be okay. I wanted to rush home, but I had to find a way out first. I need to see what else is down here.
That was William Shatner. I wanted to rush home, but I had to find a way out of here.
This is weird, I don't know, third person, not third person, but past tense.
Yeah, it's first person past tense as we play the game. It's kind of interesting.
Odd, yeah.
Instead of, oh, Rachel, please be okay. I want to rush home, but I have to find a way out first. Yeah. And I need to see what else is down here.
Yeah, it's all I needed.
Oh, it's a work paper.
And a handgun. Yeah, you took it.
Yeah, we're taking the gun. Ooh.
Fingerprints everywhere.
The controller is very, very subtly vibrating.
Can I feel it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
Just like ever so slightly, because I took the gun. The weight was somehow reassuring as it rubbed against my
So
shaft.
he's on the spectrum. He likes that kind of like sensory weight. Calms him down.
I like having like a heavy blanket on me. It's soothing.
Like when you get an X-ray at like the dentist or whatever, they put that heavy
coat and it's
blanket.
like,
Oh, love it. I just feel so relaxed.
and it warms up quickly too. And you're like, this is nice.
It's all lead.
I couldn't believe what I saw. What was this place? More.
It hasn't changed at all.
More dirt and awful. All right, rusted hooks, like the kind you'd find in a
How
butcher.
cliche.
Look like they were worn from every use.
What
The man upstairs,
What
did
man?
he do this? Oh God, I'm scared. Daddy, help me!
What man?
Some kind of homemade rack, slung together with poorly cut wooden rope. It was caked with old blood. Somebody didn't actually use that, did they? They just captured some blood from elsewhere and sprinkled it on there to scare me, right? Clearly it's been used, you dumbass. Okay. What's that? Oh, it's a shelf. Crudely made shelves.
Crudely.
They were holding cans of some kind of corrosives. The labels were worn and slick, but I could still see the warnings. How would you know it's slick without touching it? If it's a corrosive, you shouldn't be touching it, stupid.
Wait, from the Bronx?
You big dummy over there. It looked like a cage. It was small, but there was something coming from the bottom. Something wet. A poor animal pissed himself. This place was getting worse all the time. I had to keep moving. So there's a ladder down and Olive over here to the left. Oh, it's a desk. The desk looked old and it was caked with grime. On it was a stack of old painted paper.
Of like names.
There were scratched out and illegible notes were written beside them in faded blue ink. I can only make out a few letters. F-E, F, O. None of it made any sense to me. So I wasn't good at guessing names.
I envision this like Jewish, like 1950s secretary when you do this voice.
Okay.
With big hair.
Just scared her. I guess
From
like
New York.
Oh God, it's a body! Ah! They look like they were bones half dug into the ground, and the remains look old. Who put them here? I wondered what would I have found if I had dug deeper. Maybe
Don't
a spine.
fucking touch it.
Right.
You get hepatitis.
Can you get hepatitis from a body?
I don't know. Do you want to risk it?
Will you look it
Do
up
you
right
wanna
now?
risk it?
Will you look it up real quick? I'm curious.
Do you want me to say, can you
Ask Siri, could you get hep from a dead body?
get hepatitis from a dead body?
I'm afraid I don't know.
Oh. Let me ask Google. They might have a more accurate answer.
Oh, my cackle peaked the audio. It's okay. Some kind of old boxes. They look like they were years old. Wait a minute. These boxes have clothes in them. Clothes I remember throwing out after Rachel and I moved to town. What the hell are they doing down here?
Oh my God, I think you might be able to. Health risks from dead bodies is what the Wikipedia article is named. Give me a moment, I'll find the answer.
I was scared before. I was terrified now. Why were there photos of our house down there? And these clothes. Why was I here? I checked my back pocket and realized my wallet was missing.
Shit.
Did I come to that house or did somebody bop me over the head and bring me here?
I like how there's like false risks and real risks.
The fuck is that?
Kind of like bats? Ah!
Oh God, they're in my hair! I think I'm doing Archie Bunker's wife, Edith. I think that's the voice that I'm subconscious. Oh, Archie! Yep, that's absolutely what it is. I remember noticing the broken ladder. I had to be careful.
I'm just reading something about semen and toxic.
Toxic semen syndrome?
It looks like it.
It's Indiana Jones' rope. Oh, gee, look at that. What's the classic story where the guy gets walled in while he's still alive? Cask of Monte Cristo? Cask
Maybe.
of Amanta
It sounds
something?
about right.
Future Sean, put up the actual name after you've done the research and looked it up. But you know what I'm talking about,
And
audience.
hepatitis, come back to that. To those in close contact with the dead, such as rescue workers, there is a health risk from chronic
I'm taking the rope.
infections, diseases. Sorry, this damn thing in my mouth.
I'm sorry, let me get my dick out of there. Oh,
I was waiting for that. I was like,
Yeah, you know.
I set that up for myself right there. Infectious diseases which have killed may have been suffering from, which spread by direct contact, including hepatitis B and hepatitis C,
Wow.
HIV, and other tuberculosis and other crap.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. We were right.
So,
I was right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, the one caveat I would put on that is that those are all based on bodily fluids. So I think if it was just a skeleton like that one was in the game itself, we probably would know less worry. But again, I wouldn't want to risk it personally.
Don't touch dead bodies.
Yeah, just-
That's where this is what the lesson
The
teaches
moral of the
us.
story is don't be touching bodies.
Might get hepatitis.
Unless it's my body, and I guarantee you won't get sick then, baby.
Semen is toxic.
Mine isn't.
After you're dead.
Mine's delicious.
After you're dead. I think you even said that. I'm gonna...
I remember when I was in college. Well, let me read this first. A bunch of old newspapers we pasted together. A message been hastily smeared upon it within semen, like we were talking about. Keep out danger due to cave-in. My gigantic penis caved in the
Says,
caves.
by way of comparison, the similar substance serpamine found in semen is over 3 times as toxic as something else.
What?
I know how to pronounce words.
This one thing is way worse than this other thing.
Exactly. That's what I came to the conclusion of.
I could still feel the faint impression of the cock I'd slid down as I pressed against the heavy metal door. It's probably for the best that I hadn't jumped. The ache in my leg was bad enough as it was. If I could have, though, I would have run straight out of those awful these awful tunnels. Who would keep such a place? Who talks like that?
You?
Who would keep their home in such abject disarray? Tisk, tisk. At least I thought I had found that old handgun. It seemed to work because I shot myself in the leg. That's why I'm limping. From the smell of it, it had already been used. Who's sniffing guns?
Why would you bring your nose anywhere near a barrel of a gun? Just smell it.
I kept the gun in my front
Is
pocket.
it still vibrating?
No, it's not. It seemed like a familiar weight pressed up against my urethral cavity. Oh, I could have just climbed through this vent the whole time. An exposed ventilation shaft. Maybe somebody crawled through there, but it's so high up. Must have been a sore landing.
Oh,
It's written in the 50s.
I know.
There was dirt on the ground. It looked wet and there was grass smeared within it. Odd. There was similar dirt on my own shoes. Was I doubling back and following my own path? Oh, look, a door.
There's an arrow.
An helpful arrow pointing at the door.
Thank you, Arrow.
I could hear a faint trickling sound like water. What was? Oh, I'm pissing myself. That's it. My bad. I just realized.
Oh, good exit. They labeled it.
A kitchen knife covered in drying blood.
Yes, you take it because it's going to make you sick.
I slip and stab myself. Ooh, ooh.
Ooh, it's vibrating on my arm.
Do I really need all these weapons?
Yes.
Fuck yeah. Let's check
Do
out
you
this
want to
exit
risk
door.
it? Not having these weapons?
Do you want a brisket?
I do want a brisket.
There was a rusty ladder sunk into the water, which smelled disgusting. I knew I couldn't climb down there. Maybe I could find a way to drain the putrid water. Blech.
I wonder, though, if reading things takes away from the, like, scariness of it. Because it slows down the game.
Oh, like the actual,
What the fuck was that?
So it definitely sounded like a gunshot. But I've got the gun.
But I mean, like, when playing this alone, like, you're not typically reading it out loud. Mm-hmm. Yeah, turn it for no fucking reason. We don't care why.
Well, it's because early. Hello, giant machine. This machine's made of 2 flashlights. I wasn't sure, but I thought it was some kind of regulator. I had no idea how it worked. Then what's a regulator then? What are you regulating?
Yeah, how do you fucking know it's a regulator?
Yeah.
But anyway, I wonder if, like, the pause and having to read everything slows.
Or it builds the tension. If I wasn't using such an adorably goofy voice.
This is true.
Did I turn it?
Turn it for no fucking reason. We don't know.
There we go. That noise
What
is
the fuck was that?
That's the neighbor's dogs just fucking screaming.
It just was creepy.
The neighbors downstairs also have little dogs that are yippy. They're awful. Oh my god, there we go. Like, how many times do I have to turn your valve, baby? How many times do I have to call Valve Software before I can make this work?
You don't want the answer to that question.
Hopefully only like 2 or 3 times. They're pretty sweet company.
Are they?
Yeah, I love Valve.
I heard they were really bad with customer service.
Really? But they run Steam.
I know. But I just heard that
Does
they're
Steam
really
have bad customer service?
Oh,
I've never had an issue, so I guess I haven't ever tried to contact.
me too.
I guess internally, I just make these assumptions that like, oh, everything the company does that I have used and seen is like awesome.
And I like it, so therefore it must be good. Oh, no.
These bloody raccoon corpses. Disgusting. It was immense of filthy garbage bags. There was rips and tears, most of them. What looked like an old videotape was sticking out. Is this becoming the ring? Oh, God, did I take it? Sure.
Why would you take a videotape, though?
I wasn't sure what I hoped to discover with the tape, but plot.
I like that. I like that a lot. Plot.
Plot. The game asked me if I wanted to take it. Chances
So
are,
I did. Why are you not going out the exit?
I thought that was the locked door, but it's the next one that's locked.
We're just going to keep climbing down for the fucking hell of it.
It looked like the water drained out of that grate. It was a small... it wasn't so great. It was okay. I take it. Yeah, we're going to take the little key. Oh, I bet that little key's going to open that little door that was a little bit locked earlier.
That sounds about right.
How could a door be a little bit locked? What am I saying?
I don't know.
I'm already losing my mind in these tunnels. This voice is taking over. There is no more Toaster Boy. It's only the voice. Use the fucking key.
God help me.
What?
Oh, I don't know.
Kick it down. Did you say God help you because I kept trying to open it?
No, because you're like, it's just his voice.
Just the voice. Suddenly, SpaghettiCat also grows quiet.
With suspense. Oh.
It looks like there's a bucket. The safety post had definitely seen better days. How old was that facility?
Why is there a facility under a house?
Under house.
Under a house.
Oh, under house. I thought you just like, why is there a facility under house? Like just dropping all articles. There was like, what was the key that I grabbed? Didn't I grab it?
No, there was another ladder.
I know. But I thought I
You did. Yeah. You have a key. You just don't have an inventory like normal games, so...
That's okay. That's what makes it so much more spooky.
I can't use the weapons I have.
Because I don't have any weapons. I just have this flashlight with infinite I just have a glowing fist. Light up the power! Hope the neighbors downstairs are like, what the fuck is happening?
Oh.
Security camera. There was a security camera in the room. There must have been a way to see what happened. Maybe the VHS tape I found could be useful. Plot.
Good thing I took that random, VHS tape that I don't really have any use for.
That's the spookiest thing that's happened so far.
I couldn't help but wonder if someone was watching me from the other side.
From the other side with... What was... Oh, God.
Ah!
Oh, God. I found another dead body. It's a sewer worker. His name was Steven. It was written on his coveralls. I put on his coveralls and danced around pretending I was him. By the wounds all over his face and body, I figured he'd been stabbed repeatedly by the knife I have in my pocket. There was a key ring sticking out of his pocket. Did I take it? Of course I did. I thought about the knife I had found with some disgust as I carefully picked up the keys from his pocket.
Well, good thing no guilt.
Is that a jellyfish?
I think so.
Or a closed, heavily eyelashed eyeball?
Ew. Go with jellyfish.
Jellyfish, I'm gonna pee. I don't know how I was going with that. Using the key!
Yay! Finally. Hero. Ooh, VHS tapes.
Oh, the shelf was full of security tapes.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that voice.
Nope.
The shelf was filled with security tapes, strictly organized, though covered in dust. Luckily, the tape I found was one that was missing by the shelf. I wonder what was on the tape. And why was it thrown out?
Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. There's a dusty VCR on the security desk. Yeah. The video showed a man right there in the sewers being attacked. The tape looked fuzzy and stretched like somebody had tampered with it. Also, the noise, that was pretty spooky. Mm-hmm. It looked like there could have been...
Attacked by what?
2 men. Oh, God, it's just all freaking out. I couldn't stand to watch that video again.
I could.
I didn't watch it the first time.
I know.
I was told that there is a video of a man or possibly 2 men. Should we go back and... No, fuck it. I was going to say we can go back and unlock the other one.
We could.
But what else?
Where are we going otherwise?
Forward.
Oh, okay. Oh, arrows, right.
I could smell a hint of fresh air. I must have been finally getting out of that strange sewage facility. But I wondered, did the key I found open on this... I fucked up and I'm just like, I'm not even going to try anymore. This must have been the other end of that ventilation shaft. Whoever used it could have gotten past that flooded room with this.
Well, that's good.
The climb was slow thanks to my soul leg, which I had shot earlier, and the extra weight I was carrying because I needed all the weapons. Plus all the teeth of every dead person I found was in a necklace around my neck. Would I really need the gun or knife? Or had I taken them for some other nefarious purpose, like covering my own tracks? The thought of the videotape still gave me the chills. What was it that didn't want to be seen? And what was in that other locked room that I blatantly ignored going back and checking? It's nothing. I shook my head as I reached the top of the ladder and heaved and hoed as the latch above me sprung open like a man's throbbing cock out of his pants after I had unzipped the zipper, poking me directly into the eye, not talking from personal experience. Suddenly, the awful smell of that sewer gave way to the dank scent of his cock. I'm so happy I monologued all of that on the fly.
You did
Good
not
job,
miss
Sean.
a beat. Jesus Christ.
You know what? We're just gonna keep going.
We're just keep rolling with it.
We're gonna keep going with it. Oh my God, it's a door.
Just can't get out of this.
I'm ever so slightly lightheaded.
Well, you just been thinking about cocks and pants.
I mean, yeah, all the blood has gone elsewhere.
I believe
Did you
it.
see eyeballs in the background?
Yeah. Of course I did.
This is the water tower. I'm just realizing. What does this say right there? It says Pajabum. Going left. An old ladder leading up to the ancient water tower. Ladder needed to be extended so I could climb it. Did I extend the ladder?
Why the fuck not? You wake up in this creepy house.
I popped that latch and brought the ladder down, climbing up so I could see around town. Trying to find a killer bee because I'm afraid.
Place, why would I go up to the top of like a water tower? Like I woke up in this creepy house, my leg hurts.
Right?
I don't know.
This is busted.
I'm creeped out and carrying weapons.
Fucking scratch marks up here. What
the-
is this? A patch of smeared dirt of grass. There was a beat up old wallet. I thought it was mine.
So I took it.
Do you think it's yours or is it yours?
Just fucking make up your mind.
I slid the filthy wallet into my back pocket. I noticed it didn't contain any sort of gun permit. Oh dear, this paperwork I forgot to file at the office. Didn't contain any cards or IDs of any kind.
I know, I agree.
Could you imagine just like,
My
oh
credit
fuck, I
cards
just
and my
found my wallet,
driver's-
but all of my cards are gone. I'm never getting those back.
Exactly.
Through the railing, I could see over the woods and down to the entrance of the sewer.
I do admire the fact that like it uses narrative to really illustrate what's happening and put you in that place.
Ooh. So now this guy's kind of paranoid. He's like, from up here, I could see anybody could have seen me leave the sewer. Do you think somebody's watching you?
No.
Get so much fear now. Somebody's watching me. That wasn't too bad.
No, it wasn't. Good job.
Why is it only when I'm doing goofy falsetto that I can hit notes? Oh God, which door do we go through? Do we go through the door with a gigantic post-it note? Or do we go through the door to the left?
Post-it note.
Post-it note it is. Towards the eyeballs.
Exactly.
I tried the little key I'd fished out of the murky puddle in the sewers because that's my first instinct. It fit. What are the fucking odds? And I heaved the rusty door open. He's heaving a lot. Is
He
he
loves
weak?
heaving shit.
Maybe he's anemic. He's pretty pale. So he hasn't been getting a lot of
Or
sunlight.
he's losing blood from his injured leg. I don't know.
Oh, that's right. He got shot.
By himself.
The wind was picking up a bit. The night air had become strangely chilly. My gunshot
Which clearly
wound.
has to do with your situation.
My gunshot wound tingled in the night
There's a
air.
lot of eyeballs
Right?
showing up.
Oh God! Look a light.
Don't go back in there. Why would you go back in there?
Back in. No, this is somewhere new.
Oh.
The old train station was quiet as a tomb. The only sound was that of the increasing wind buffeting, and Jimmy buffeting as well.
I like the
decrepit
buffet,
stru-
please.
The wind buffeting the decrepit structure. Take these eggs, you son of a bitch! Oh my.
So what would happen if we'd gone back and unlocked the other door?
I don't really remember, but it's just like another like little plot point. Like we find like one more thing to look at. Like, oh look, a map. An old map encased in glass hung on the wall. It was train routes connected to that old train station. It seemed familiar because I've ridden the fucking train before. Of course, the map I'd found in the tunnels had similar locations marked. And the notes I'd found on the other man's bookshelf. His notes mentioned the water tower and even his train yard. What was he doing coming back here?
He's a lonely old man.
Ah, it's another door. And we're outside.
Again.
Oh, it's a fucking crashed train.
Let's go inside, because plot.
The old train was ripped open and hanging from a shred of metal as well as the broken fence.
Like, I want to go home.
Outer. I'm like, autre? Is that a French word?
Yeah.
My selective dyslexia kicking up again.
Yeah, there it goes.
Oh, God.
Not gonna read it?
Somebody got shot here, too. Sorry, I actually got entranced by the story. Could they have been bullet marks? Was somebody shot there? The ground was well worn, though. I couldn't really make anything out. I realized I was touching the gun and myself. It was getting colder out there, and I had to keep moving instead of just staring at this trash car. Nothing over there? All right. Man, you'd think that the transit authority would come back and clean that shit up.
You would think so.
It's a whole fucking train car with clearly dead people in it.
Were there dead people?
Well, okay, so there was, like, blood. It said that there were, like...
Well, maybe they figured it was okay now.
Just leave them. The corpses are corpses. It's fine. Apparently this whole game takes place in Jersey, because that's the accent I'm giving everybody.
Yeah. Good old Jersey.
The ancient ticket booth was falling apart and covered in dust and grime. Stacks of paper lined the counter. Faded remains of old schedules and reports. That's like overly poetic almost. The faded remains of the memories of travel. Among the papers were several newer looking sheets covered in scribbles and illegible notes. Come to think of it, the man in the house had kept similar scribbles hidden on his bookshelf. And he had notes on the water tower outside too. I guess he could have been coming here. But why? What was he using the old station for?
Why is it any of my business?
Yeah, why am I investigating this guy? Why do I assume that it's a guy?
Why do I care? Oh, right, because he kidnapped me.
Right, because I woke up in his house. In the house of
So
mouse.
therefore, I am obligated to solve this mystery.
Right. But also, where's Rachel, who I mentioned like 5 minutes into the game instead of immediately waking up and going,
Without
oh God,
saying
was
anything else about her at all.
Anything over here? Nope, more trees. Back through the posted door. The posted
Very
note door.
slow opening of the door.
Well, it's like the loading screen too, which
Yeah.
gives him a chance to use that awful like noise. This must have been the entrance to the forest that was mentioned on that map I
Thank
had seen.
God.
Whoever was poking around in those tunnels underneath that man's house had scribbled notes on this place, but I couldn't make them out. Here, the sign pointed out various campsites and walking paths within the woods. I said walking pants, I know. That's on me. It mentioned a river and maybe a washroom, but the rest was too faded to see clearly.
Guess I have to go in there and explore on my own.
What is that?
It's a
What does
path.
that look like?
A deer head.
A doe? A deer? Oh, now there's branching paths.
Mm-hmm. What?
Okay, so I just paused it. I just hit start. So we can like, for a sec.
Yeah.
So that's why I didn't say anything, and we'll just go back to... Oh, I didn't quit. All right, Future Sean. We're going back to it.
Hi, Future Sean.
Hi, Future Sean. Take it off. Oh, no, I pressed yes!
I had a bad feeling you were going to do that. I said this gut feeling like, what? But he just presses yes. Good thing there's a continue.
Woo! You were like here.
Mm-hmm.
Roughly.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we go into either one of these paths, I'm gonna go grab the dry erase notebook, and that way we can map them.
Okay.
So we're not gonna go everywhere, but that way we can't get lost. He said shouting in his own apartment, so the microphone would pick him up.
I don't know if we won't get lost.
Do I talk too meta for you? Too fucking.
Because
meta.
we really need to come back to where we are?
I don't know. Let me be my kind of OCD
Okay.
about this.
Okay.
Come on. So, layer 1, we've got 2 entries. We're going in this one. We're not, like I said, we're not going to hit everything. We're just going to make sure that we don't accidentally get lost.
This is very 16-bit like...
Ooh, what's this? Trampled into the dirt and grass with a plastic card of some kind. I brushed it off and was surprised to see it was my MasterCard. I wasn't sure if it was still usable, but it was mine. Did I take it back?
No.
Right? Like... No, you left... I felt uneasy carrying the identification.
That's the dumbest reason ever.
That's kind of incriminating. I stomped the card back into the ground. Trampled in the dirt and grass. I brushed it off and was surprised to see it was still my credit card. I had just pounded it into the ground. Why was it here still? It didn't make any sense.
I like how the reason was I felt uneasy carrying identification.
Ooh.
What?
It's found a dilapidated outbuilding. It's an outbuilding. Is that like an outhouse? I don't know.
What is an outbuilding?
I wonder if there's a way I could find my way around.
Guess not.
It's probably through this little bush right here.
And he's drawing the map.
I am. Oh my. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Okay, so we came in that one. There's one here. So, do we go in this one or we'll keep exploring? Nope.
Other way.
There's so many giant boulders in this forest. Oh god, there's a third.
I was saying it's very, 16-bit to have this many options.
The moment that fireplace or like this little fire pit came into view, the controller rumbled just like two shakes.
That's really
very
creepy.
subtly. There was a fire pit right at my feet. It was still a bit warm and a few embers still burned at the bottom. Was somebody else out here in these woods? Why did they abandon the campsite?
What the fuck's wrong with them?
Why am I assuming it's abandoned when they could have just fucking walked away?
Went to the bathroom.
They're on a hike. They're trying to figure out what that outbuilding is. 2 folding camp chairs were on the ground. One was knocked over. There's a couple cans of beer spilled. Oh dear.
Oh my god.
It couldn't have been that a raccoon just wandered through and accidentally knocked one over. It must be a giant conspiracy. Whoever left this place was in a hurry, but why? The cheap dome tent.
Hey, who are you judging?
The cheap dime horse slept with 2 people. I showed my flashlight on the inside of a vagina and could see some bedrolls, 2 backpacks in the cooler. Damn, these guys are sad, ain't they? I felt like if I kept rooting through this campsite, somebody would walk in on me.
So just keep on doing it.
Yeah, then you'll actually find a human. And then you can say, hey,
I have a
can
gun.
you take me to the police? I was abducted.
Look
Where's
at
your
this like fog.
rolling through?
Is that new?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention earlier. So this is when we came through. Do we go left or right?
Go right.
Going right. All right. Draw the map. Now we'll walk. Oh, God, another one.
Of course there's another one.
Yep. Oh, hey, we found the outbuilding. You picked correctly.
No.
Do not go into this building. You will die. There is no floor. Oh, no. No.
We didn't listen to the no.
It is an outhouse. That's what outbuilding means.
Who wrote this?
Someone who...
Benjamin?
Benjamin, I guess, is probably British, because this is very, like, British English.
Yes, it is.
Perhaps he did his best to Americanize it. I don't know. It just kind of has
Or
that...
he didn't give a fuck and he didn't.
Well, yeah, or that's just his writing style. And if that's a style, that's a style. The grimy... I almost went with a dramatic voice again. The grimy sink had a small patch that looked almost clean.
Yeah.
I rested my ball sack right there. There wasn't much in the way of clean water there.
I
but the sink did
probably
work.
have herpes.
And that's how I got happy again. A musty wooden plank propped the stall door open. Didn't really seem useful. Did I bother to take it?
Yeah, because it doesn't seem useful at all.
Yeah, you gave me the option. There wasn't like this sink doesn't seem useful. Should I take it? Yeah, fucking rip it out, and then I don't use it later. But no, clear I'm going to need the piece of wood. I wasn't sure why, but I took the plank.
Best line of the game. I wasn't sure why, but I took the plank. Like, I don't know. I'm just going to take it because I want to.
Yeah, I want it.
No.
Who are you to say that I shouldn't have it?
It's like, don't do what? Don't go in, I am assuming.
The black moths hover around the house.
Okay.
All right, so this is the house. Should we just go through this one now?
Sure.
All right, no backtracking. We're still rolling forward. And we come to a rock. All right. Oh, look, we're at the other side. The sign pointed out locations to campsites, rivers, and other features.
Woohoo.
It was faded to the point of obscurity. Like that band, 98 Degrees.
Huh.
Why am I picking on them?
I don't know.
Because fuck them, they're terrible.
They're gone.
I didn't know who was camping back there, but I couldn't bear to stick around to look for them. I just wanted to get the fuck out of there. Yeah, all right, fuck, we're just going to go. We don't need to explore all of the woods. We're just trying to get home.
Right.
I'd finally found the exit. Once I left, I knew I never wanted to return there.
Once I got there, I knew I never wanted to return there. Why'd you wait till you left?
This is also the game's subtle hint to tell you that if you haven't done everything you want to do in the woods, to go back and do it now. So if we wanted to take all of the branching
Just
paths,
get out of
that was
there.
the game telling. Yeah, exactly. That was the game telling us, like, once you go through this door, you don't get to go back. So, I'm going to keep going with that voice. Finding that the campsite had been strangely unsettling, I couldn't imagine why anyone would abandon the site in the middle of the night like that. Blah. Especially in such a dark forest.
Bleh.
Blah. I was relieved, at least, to finally be out of there. Even now, as I peered through the dense trees, I could see cracks of light and several cracks of butt and a bit of the land beyond. Ah. I must have been getting closer to town, but where exactly was I? Who am I to make a guess?
Who am I even talking to?
I'm just the cow. Blah. Why is there a sign right here behind this tree? I cannot see it.
You know the sign.
Looks like we are coming to road. Ah.
Just kind of walking.
This is the longest, most boring scene of the game, which means there's probably like a fuck ton of stuff straight up that we just missed. As I stepped through gate, I suddenly recognized the auto parts factory where I had worked as a machinist for all those years.
So you're really just down the street from where you live.
Right? You got drunk, wandered off through the forest out behind where you used to work,
Camped.
broke into somebody's house, woke up in their basement, shot yourself in the leg, and now we're back here again.
Having a mystery
Right?
that you're solving.
And suddenly you're Dracula. When you used to be a
Congratulations.
Jewish secretary. I hope nobody's like, where's the continuity? This is terrible.
I don't know.
Have fun with us. Come on. Come on, buddy. The plant had closed almost 3 years ago now. Times were better then. I thought I could hear faint rustling behind me. Maybe it was just the wind.
It is kind of Russian. Times were better then.
Times were made of butter back then.
Yes, they were.
Oh, there's hole in fence, there is door.
Hole in fence.
Ah! Sorry, had epileptic moment. Oh, Jesus, another dead body. I found the body of a
Just
security
doing
guard.
his job, no doubt.
Oh, they're going to export me from this country so quickly. Oh, jeez, his face is covered in blood from some kind of head wound.
Good.
I wondered, was the flashlight I've been holding this whole time his?
Ew.
Did I get...
Gross.
If I've been using another man's flashlight? Because I would be seriously uncomfortable with that. That's a very intimate...
Anybody would be
That'd
very
like
comfortable with that.
It's like a girl sharing a dildo without washing
You just
it.
don't. It doesn't. Washing just doesn't do it.
You gotta boil that motherfucker. Dug into the ground was a cracked older watch. First my wallet, and now this! Oi! Did I retrieve my watch?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
If you had said no, I was so ready to press circle. The watch was useless, but I put it on my wrist anyway. It felt comfortable, the weight.
Oh, the dog. I swear to God. Creeping me out.
They're those kind of dogs.
Just like that. Oh, where are we? Why
We are
we-
now inside a factory that I used to work in. Ooh. Did you hear that? There's like a foom and my controller vibrated. There's door up. There's lockers. There's this open locker. One of the lockers hung open and was hung like horse as well. Its contents were tossed around like it had been fucked super hard. Exclamation point sign. Ah. Oh my god, 5 fleshlights in a row. I fucked them each and continued on. The door was locked tight. Seemed to be connected to the power box beside it. Bleh. There was large power box with 5 lights.
Okay.
Cables bursting out of box like a torrent of semen snaking off to other parts of my anus.
Ew.
This is a really inappropriate episode. The metal was starting to wear and cobwebs had collected in corners. The box wasn't receiving visitors at this time.
Double post-it
Alright,
note
we're going to this door or should we go upstairs?
The door.
Door. The door was locked shut and there was little electronic box under handle. A sign was pasted to the front that said, "Danger! Closed for repairs." Blah. Oh god, I can hear the upstairs dogs like running around
Yeah.
excitedly.
Dogs are happy.
Every part of this plant smelled old and rotten.
I don't know why I was still there.
I decided to continue going upstairs in the old place I broke in and was just exploring old building. I know it's
Opposed
old
to going
building.
home.
Yeah, and like
Go home.
totally get sidetracked exploring this place where he used to work.
How fucking weird are you? Like, I'm starting to think you deserve to have woken up in this guy's house.
The board contained yellowed clippings of toenails and newspaper cartoons.
Okay. What?
I thought you were just like really uncomfortable with like, oh, just like vials of
No,
toenails.
it's just insignificant.
There were notes to and from the guys that worked here. One of them was to Norman, who was one of the older guys in the line. Who's Norman? Norman took over a general store after the factory closed. He, Rachel, and I would get lunch every... Oh, fuck. Rachel's fucking Norman. I'm calling her right now.
Okay.
Rachel liked him because he seemed more positive despite the setback. I don't think I could say the same about me.
Oh, she was fucking.
Uh-oh. You know what? If Rachel is cheating on you because you're going through a depressive episode due to a serious setback in life, like losing your job, fuck that bitch.
Right?
Because that's not cool.
No.
Mental health is important and should be taken seriously.
Exactly.
The more you know. A Toaster Boy learning moment. Anyway, back to being incredibly inappropriate.
You push it.
Did I push the switch?
Yeah.
With my penis? Oh. He kind of thrust forward.
Yeah.
Right when he come back, he'd ever so slightly thrust forward. Oh. The power panel still wasn't working. Then I thrust again.
Yes.
Ah, there we go.
Oh.
The open locker was stuffed with dirty work clothes and old boots. There was a photo of a woman taped inside, but it was scratched out. Oh, and the face was unrecognizable. That's creepy. When people scratch out faces in photos.
Yeah.
That's why it happens in most scary movies.
But
The woman's photo. I knew I had to get back to Rachel to find out what had happened to her.
That's what made you think about going back to Rachel?
Well, it's just like another reminder. They're really beating in the idea of Rachel. Another power panel. Did I push? Yeah, you push. There we go. It's on. Hey, another door. It was shut tight. A rusty-looking card slot on side, just like door downstairs.
Gross.
We need to find the card. Otherwise, I put my penis in slot and just break it. Russian hump.
Such a huge abused dick.
Is how SpaghettiCat likes them. Huge and abused.
Scarred all over.
Our old break table. The layer of dust and grime only made seeing this... Oh, sting more. Made the scene sting... What? Having trouble with English language. I'm from Russia. Come on. I just want to get the fuck out of here.
I know.
These giant boxes look like a robot chest. Another locker. This was Norman's locker. The door was dented like I had punched it earlier. I don't remember him doing that when we worked here.
He was such a positive guy.
My head ached, and I recalled the last time Norman, Rachel, and I all had lunch together. Rachel seemed so much more at ease when we all hung out.
You think that she'd be like less at ease if they were having an affair?
I don't know. I think he's just like getting super paranoid. And Another panel. Push it. Punch it. Pop it. Twist it. Crunch
Bop
it.
it.
Bite it. Beat Wolf to death with it. A
the
tooling shelf
hammer.
crammed with mismatched tools. Take hammer. I took the hammer. I noticed it wasn't as dusty as the rest of tools on shelf. Almost as though guard had head beaten in with it outside. Just keep
That's
walking.
really
this
nice.
way.
Someone put it back after murdering, and you're like,
Right?
just put it right back.
The locker was complete mess. Hidden at bottom was magnetic card.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, I take. Slip it into pocket. And I slip my pocket snake.
Yeah. Okay. Oh,
Press it again. There we go.
there you are.
Text excellent.
How many switches are there?
5? I'm gonna guess 5 because the power panel downstairs had 5. Had 5 like X's on it. Do you know what I'm saying to you? Mm-hmm. Why are you just sitting there with your tongue sticking out?
I don't know. It itches.
Oh, from the
Yeah.
itches from the stitches from those bitches.
That's right.
I struck with the hammer, and old wooden boards came apart easily. After I removed planks, I left the hammer on the floor because
We don't fucking
I have
need it
knife
anymore.
and gun. What the fuck do I need hammer for? Nowhere
That's
else.
what I do. I just use it and then I leave it on the floor.
That's how Jenny cooks in the apartment. She uses the pan, she's done frying, and just sets it on the floor. I just
right.
stumble home and find this shit. That's not true at all. This was my locker.
What?
They're in factory. It stank of booze and weed.
I'm an alcoholic.
There was a picture of Rachel on the inside. It looked like it had been torn up. Was the photo torn up or wasn't it? I thought I had taken that picture home when factory closed. The room was nothing but bad memories of
I was
Soviet
an alcoholic.
world.
That's all mine.
The floor is littered with old liquor bottles. Looked like somebody had holed up here. The smell of booze made me rich.
Because I'm alcoholic.
I'd given up the stuff a while ago.
Hadn't I?
Bum, bum, bum! That was awesome. I'm so happy. Someone must have come here often to drink. There are a lot of bottles. Maybe that guard? Maybe he wasn't killed.
He's
Could
dead.
have gotten drumped and slipped on a rock or something. Whatever I gotta
Yeah.
tell myself to feel better.
Exactly.
Jesus.
Gotta love that denial.
I do love it.
I love it.
All right.
All right.
Boop, boop. So is this the one that was locked? Or was it the next door that was locked? Was there one on this level that was locked?
I don't remember.
Fuck, I thought there was.
We're gonna find out. Yay!
The key I found seemed like it would pass through the reader. Did I use the key card?
No.
Yes. No. I was already pressing yes, I'm sorry.
No. I just think it's funny it gives you the option. Should I?
I'm not going down that.
Why not?
Like the last 3... Fuck me!
The last what?
'Cause I've never gone out the other way. I've only ever forgotten and gone through here. Alright. We're going to leap down. My leg hurt because I shot myself. What other choice do I have? Oh man, did you see those sweet anime motion lines?
That's nice.
Oh man, my leg, it hurts like hell. Oh, the controller's vibrating.
Oh.
See,
What's that?
there was crumpled up letter on the floor. It had been scratched out heavily and was hard to make out.
Yes.
Most of the letter was violently scratched out with what
Ooh.
looked like a ballpoint pen. Like make out was need to, just don't, drinking, need, Norman. Who the fuck was Norman writing to?
He doesn't need to
So
drink.
the other way lets you out this way and through this door, which I've yet to ever see in this game.
Oh, poop.
I've only ever gone out, and I totally forgot again. I stepped out the factory, glad to be rid of its smell of its memories.
And I can't tell you why I can't tell you why I even went through it.
In the first place,
No fucking reason to even go through it.
walk around
and
the building.
turn on all the switches and go down that memory lane. Like there was no reason at all.
I couldn't stop thinking about the room with bottles. Why so many bottles? Was that guard I
why
found
are you
really
so
drinking?
bothered by this like insignificant shit?
I think, well, the game is trying to like make you be like, oh man, the fact that he's dwelling on maybe he was the one who was out there drinking.
Well,
maybe
yeah.
he's drunk.
At this old shut down factory.
Right.
What a loser.
What about Norman? And who had rooted through all those lockers? May have been Bear. My papa fights Bear when I was just a wee boy. He lost and Bear became new
You couldn't
papa.
tell where he was.
I couldn't tell
You
where I
worked
was.
there.
I need to get to road and get my bearings because I've never actually driven to work. Usually they show up and put bag over my head
Maybe
and forcibly
Norman can
take
help.
me. His store wasn't that far from the turnoff to the factory, if I remembered correctly. This is your hometown.
I thought you didn't know where you were.
Dude, what is going on? That's just contradictory narrative.
Yeah, it's kind of badly.
That's unfortunate. Otherwise, I've been enjoying it.
Yeah.
I don't want to harp on you too badly, Ben. Ben! But I do hold you personally and solely responsible for all of my unhappiness in this world.
Yep.
That's the cross you get to bear now, buddy. All right, we're just...
Just walking. And a lot of gates for no
It's a lot of
fucking
fences. Yeah, a
reason.
lot of fences, a lot of gates. Oh, look, I can't root through this trash can, but...
The nasty one I can.
I lifted up the dumpster lid to fish around. Not sure what I was looking... I just... Hey, fuck it, let's just dig around in trash. What the fuck?
Why?
I felt something hard against the rotting hand
Oh,
of my hand.
God.
It was my driver's license! Ah! The hell was it doing back there?
I'm an alcoholic.
Why did I suddenly have the unexplainable urge to root in this specific trash can? Wiped off the grime and looked at the plastic card. Photo was already a few years old and I looked different. Less gaunt, perhaps.
Who says that about themselves? I look less gaunt.
British people.
Oh.
I slid the license into my wallet. Now if only I could find my credit card.
You're a fucking idiot.
You already tramped it into the dirt out in the woods. Remember, it was your MasterCard. You were like $5,000 over.
We're gonna need that credit card.
Sounded like it was going to start raining again.
And then it vibrated. Okay.
I'd entered Norman's place from behind. This is the back of the store that he had run. It was oddly quiet, except for the faint sound of a television. Watching Sesame Street. One dead body. Two dead bodies. Sorry, check my phone. The entrance to the front of the store was locked from the inside. It looked like I couldn't just pop it open with my penis. I needed key. There was a bit of blood on the keyhole where I tried to fuck it earlier.
Oh, God.
So I definitely needed to find a key because... Oh, Jesus, there is blood.
That's Norman.
Oh, Jesus, there is blood. Oh, I'm getting that uneasy feeling in my tummy. What's this? What was this? Looked like pull chain.
Yes.
No, we'll do it in a second.
Okay.
Oh, it's the same guard. I dragged his body with me and didn't know. It's the exact same sprite from earlier. Oh, no. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Norman, my coworker, one of the few friends I have
Not
in
even
this town,
in the armchair,
in this
beside
world.
it.
What?
Not even in the armchair, but beside it.
Just beside his beloved armchair that I've, to be honest, I've also fucked. His face and shit were covered in blood. It looked like he'd been shot trying to get up. His eyes were still wide with
Oh, that's
shock.
creepy.
His butthole was still wide from when I
Stop.
defied.
That's too far.
Okay.
Too far.
Norman, you deserve... Yeah, I'm gonna close his eyes. I wasn't sure if I wanted to give him peace or just couldn't stand to think anymore about what was going on. Quickly, I closed his eyes. Oh, my God.
I'm gonna rummage through his shit and take things.
The TV still flickered some indecipherable channel. In English.
You don't turn it off?
Right. My fingerprints were already everywhere. Yes, let's go upstairs. I gave the chain a single tug. And a simple folding ladder popped down and hit me in the face. It'd be great if he was like on the ground and like...
Aw.
Are those shackles?
I think so.
Is this a fuck addict?
You can't look at them?
It's not an interactable.
They don't want you to know that side of Norman.
Boom, boom. Close?
Normal stuff?
The size of this box. It's like 6 feet tall.
For a human.
There was a large cardboard box that hadn't been sealed. Did I open it? Digging through Norman's thing. Yeah, of course. Inside the old cardboard box.
That way. Huh? I respect my friend that way.
Right?
Oh my God!
Oh my God. There was a pile of clothes and photos, even shoes. I looked closer. They were Rachel's. What the fuck are you doing here, Rachel? Were you responsible for poor Norman downstairs? Did you kill him? The items in the box only made my head spin more. I desperately needed answers.
Desperately.
What the fuck? So Norman's got like a box of Rachel's shit in his attic. And these fucking like rape cuffs.
They're into some kinky stuff.
I was gonna say, maybe it turned out Rachel was like into some really heavy fetish stuff.
And they just had a better relationship.
I just wasn't doing it for her.
So rather than talk to me about it,
you
went to my friend.
Yeah, she started boning my friend who also happened to have a rape addict. That's not fair.
That's what I call my addict.
The rape addict.
Yeah. So then I proceeded to go through my friend's house and look at everything.
I guess this was Norman's kitchen table. He kept it clean enough, but there was water rings from 2 cups there in the wood.
Oh.
You've been to Norman's place. You know it's his kitchen table, you dumb fuck. The kitchen trash bin smelled fresh. I didn't dig through that mess, did I? Yes, you're going to, because
you
fuck
weirdo.
you. I found a hairpin amongst the rotting food and trash and pocketed it. It was Rachel's. It was laser inscribed. The one I gave her for her 13th birthday. By the way, it was an underage relationship affair.
Oh, God.
There were takeout containers and food scraps.
He was eating for 2.
Looked like Norman's eating for 2. Norman's having food, baby. There was a smudge of blood on the refrigerator.
That we just ignored.
Yep. I walked past my friend's corpse and just kind of keep
Yet
walking.
again.
I don't really think about it this time. It's
Don't
over.
bother calling the cops.
Nah, it's
or
all good,
anything.
bud.
Like, hey, I found my best friend dead. But, you know, whatever. I can go through his stuff first.
We've only seen dead people in this game.
I noticed.
I wasn't entirely surprised to find that this was here. It was one of Rachel's old fall coats. I always wondered what had happened to it. How long had it been
So
here?
had he ever really had a relationship with Rachel?
That's starting to wonder. Like was it always Norman's girlfriend? And he was like,
Yeah.
kind of. What's the diagnosis for that?
What?
If that was the case, if he had just like always thought that like in his mind, like, oh, Rachel is my girlfriend, not Norman's. Like he had this delusion. Was that just being delusional in general? Okay.
Yeah.
This is very clearly a gun cabinet with 3 shotguns in it.
Yeah.
Inside the cabinet was a small but impressive collection of hunting Raphaels, shotguns, and even a few items I didn't think were legal here.
Ooh.
The dildo was so big, I'm pretty sure it was illegal. One of the slots on the rack was empty. The gun I had found seemed to match the others there. If the handgun was Norman's, what the hell was he doing with it?
What? Yeah.
The gun would fit there. Did I place it back?
Why would you do that? I say no.
All right, we're keeping it. Though the gun weighed on me and pressed nicely against my penis, I had a hard time parting with the weapon.
This game is so sexual for you.
Well, it's because I'm making it. I'm trying to not make it scary.
Oh, that's
Otherwise,
what that
I'd be spooked
is.
out all the time, and then I'd be scared.
I was like, why is everything so sexual
And then I have
about
to go
this
back
game?
to using this voice, where I'm scared all the time. It's my scaredy voice.
Oh.
I used hairpin to pick the lock. Hairpin snapped in half, so I threw away. Put the door open! The general store was small but clean. It had usual things: postcards, snacks, magazine, canned goods, pornography, beer, rolling papers.
Yeah.
I never went there much. Rachel usually stopped by after work if we needed anything.
Because I was an awful friend.
My boyfriend.
No, he just didn't go see Norman. Ever.
But, oh, yeah.
Bad friend.
But I just meant, like, if they're in a relationship together and Rachel is the only one that goes to the store, that's kind of weird, too.
Yep.
The register is mostly empty, and a fat stack of travel
You
magazines
really let
sat
us get
behind
away
it.
with that affair. Like, just let it set itself up.
Were you thinking of going somewhere with Rachel, Norman? I fucking killed you! The icebox was unplugged. Oh!
Really?
It must have been off for a while. Most of its
Half
contents were
melted?
half melted. So, like, half
No.
a day. There were various postcards from the area, especially from the tourist
Does
traps.
this guy, like, get drunk and just go on, like, a murdering spree?
I think so.
That's my conclusion.
This is the human version of Naughty Bear.
Oh.
There's your fan
Epiphany.
theory right there. One of the postcards showed an old black and white photo of the water tower that I keep fucking talking about.
For no reason.
It looked to be in much better shape back then.
Well, Naughty Bear didn't really care that he was doing bad things. This guy's kind of, like, confused about what happened.
What if this is the Naughty Bear prequel? This is the guy who kills Naughty later and wears his suit after he snaps and
Well,
wears
that's
Naughty's
messed up.
body.
Doesn't explain why his friends all suck, but Naughty's friends.
I'm gonna figure that out. I'm gonna like write something up and be like, this is how it all ties together.
Oh, God.
Or I won't, whatever. The night continued to take horrible turn after horrible turn. It'd been weeks since I'd last seen Norman, but to find him like that, as the thought of him still lying there on the floor back there, the gun I carried seemed ever present. Seeing that dusty box of old clothes was a shock. How long had they been there?
They were dusty.
What was the Rachel doing at Norman's place? I figured like I'd only discovered more questions.
I had no answer. What?
So close.
So close to home.
I just want to go home. It's time to go home and find out truth.
Well, now it's raining.
It was locked. This wasn't the right gate.
Oh, okay. TV.
This gate was locked. It wasn't right.
How am I supposed to fucking know which one's my
It's
house?
this one.
Then what? Bonk.
It would be great if like Oddworld, he hits the wall and goes, "Ugh," and just goes flopping backwards.
Yeah.
There's my home. Ah, I walked right past the door. What was
Thank
that?
God it was unlocked.
Come on, buddy.
Everybody's throwing out TVs this year.
There have been a lot, and they've all got like the old school rabbit ears. I think it's just so that like in the old like the 8-bit style, it would like be clearly what it is. For this last bit of the game, I believe we'll go with the neighborhood's local paper box. A letter was sticking out as if someone hadn't pushed it all the way in.
Oh.
With their penis.
Oh, God.
I knew it wasn't right, but did I look at the letter? Yeah, fuck yeah, I did. The envelope was addressed to Norman.
Of course it was. Who else would it be addressed to? There's no one else in this fucking neighborhood.
Right? It's Norman, me, and Rachel. There was no return address, but the handwriting looked familiar. I took a deep breath and tore open the package. Norman, I'm sending this to you in a letter because I'm afraid to tell you in person. What we did, well, it was wrong. My husband isn't an easy man to be with, but he is my husband and he is your friend. I need some time to sort this out, away from you both. I'm going away for a while, and I'm going to tell him. Norman. So don't think that you can hold that against me. Maybe we'll work it out. I'm not sure I even want to. But he deserves at least to know that much. Goodbye. Fuck.
Didn't even fucking sign it, dumb cunt.
I didn't know what to think. My mind was racing. My heart was pounding. I just had to get home. I had to find Rachel.
Even though your friend's dead. You know what? How are we not get the right gate yet?
We went through one that led to another series of gates.
Fucking weird.
I'd entered our backyard. The rain gave me a terrible sense of foreboding, and it chilled me through my very bones. I was expectant, with a child, but also afraid. I probably shouldn't have been drinking as much as I had been.
Oh, Lord.
Look at my baby bump. That's why I keep rocking forward like that. Boom, beep. Boom, beep. Boom, beep, boom, ba-do, ba-do, ba-do. Is that more blood? No, it's probably just mud. Bloody mud shits. I held my breath as I approached our back door. I was terrified to step inside. So Rachel was if that letter is real, Rachel was in fact in a relationship with his wife, but she definitely fucked Norman.
And left her clothes there, like a fucking idiot.
Right? The house was painfully quiet. The only sound was my own breathing, ragged and strained. I flicked the light switch like a nipple. The power was off. I remembered having breakfast here on this very table. Was that yesterday or some time before? Oh, God.
Why was I in that house?
Right? How long was I unconscious for? We'll never know. The door to the basement was locked. Where I'd put the goddamn key. Turns out it's out in the forest still with my credit card.
Yes.
Oh, dear. Someone tossed this chair. What ruffian broke in?
Who would do that?
The front door was locked from the inside. I couldn't go out, though. I needed to see if Rachel was here.
Yeah, you do.
I guess we're going upstairs.
Rachel.
Rachel. The rave's starting. You're missing it. Damn, that bitch loves her E, and usually that draws her out. The door was stuck shut. There was an old-fashioned keyhole underneath the handle.
Loves the
so we
E,
need an
but
old-fashioned
comes for
key.
the D.
What?
I said loves the E, but comes for the D.
Oh. I'll give it up for that.
Oh.
My breath caught in my throat. I thought I had finally found my credit card, but it was just an old photo. It really didn't seem important. Did I take it anyway? Sure, why the fuck not? The photo was worn and soft at the edges. I rubbed my penis against it.
Oh, God.
Rachel and I smiled out from it, obviously happy. I couldn't help but feel a sharp pang of regret, even though I didn't know why. I folded the photo inside my wallet and didn't give it another thought, even though it was a photo of Rachel who I've been thinking about the entire time.
And my marriage, which is clearly on the rocks.
Oh my God, we have giant dildos on the stand as well.
And we're the only people with an updated TV. Only people.
On television. I'd purchased it before I knew I was going to lose my job. I felt pretty guilty about it afterwards, but by then, it was too late.
That's what?
Rachel was pretty angry about that. I just realized now that I'm thinking about the television that I bought. She kicked me in the rocks.
That's so much better than anybody else's TV in the entire fucking town. Oh, shit.
A hallway mirror had been smashed into a million pieces, and those million pieces were scattered across the floor. Also, somebody's got 7 years bad luck. Another door. Let's keep exploring my house.
Because I've never been here before.
Our sink, which needed to be replaced. One of those taps was always stuck, but I had not yet gotten around to fixing
You're an
it.
awful husband.
The old house was charming for sure, but it wasn't always easy to keep up with the update.
The fuck? What's not easy?
What I don't get is he lost his job, so he was unemployed, sitting around at home. You could have fixed the fucking handle, bro.
That's why I was like, dude, he's an awful husband. Oh, go to the toilet.
We were lucky enough to get a house with one of those wonderful old claw-footed bathtubs. You know the kind.
Yeah.
I actually really like those. I personally like them. It seemed impractical at in these crazy financial times, I suppose. But it was part of what made that house unique and made it home. I could not use the toilet, even
And
though I've been
what's
walking
with
around for an hour.
What's with this, like...
Oh, like the background noise? I don't know.
Still haven't seen anybody alive.
Not a one.
Not a one.
Oh, my computer. My laptop had been left on and only had a tiny bit of power left. On the screen was a website about how to masturbate my cock even better.
God.
Seriously. The old water tower. There was also a key in the top drawer of my desk. Did I take it? Because it clearly unlocks the basement? Yes, of course I did. I pocketed the key and continued to look at the pornography. The laptop was warm. It had been running for a while. It was soft and supple and yielded against my touch.
Oh, God.
You don't like my... Will you stop playing with your tongue? You're just constantly with your tongue out at me.
It itches.
My tongue, it itches. It makes me feel like bitches.
I didn't say that.
The door was stuck shut. There was an old-fashioned keyhole. Fine. Fine. I unlocked the basement.
Rachel.
Rachel, you here, buddy?
Where are you?
There were old Christmas decorations in the box. They remind me of happier times. I couldn't even remember our last Christmas. It
I
was
have no
5,
memory.
6 years ago. Because the government canceled Christmas. The garbage bags were stuffed with old paint cans and supplies. There was a dirty old key here as well. Did I take it? Sure. I took the small key and tried to remember what the fuck it unlocked in my own home. I've never seen this key before. I bet it's the bathroom upstairs. There were old clothes, tools, and other things, obviously.
Is Rachel dead?
Don't know.
Killed herself.
We obviously hadn't thrown this shit out yet. We always had too much junk. I've always had too much
of
junk.
our marriage.
I put up this divider wall last supper. I put up this divider wall so we could accurately recreate the Last Supper in the next room. I hadn't finished it yet, so the door was stuck and the drywall was poorly installed. This guy's terrible. I might have been able to break through if I found something heavy enough.
Awful husband.
Let's go find something heavy enough.
Wait, what about the board? Took that random plank.
I know, right?
Where are we? What?
Oh. Yes, fine. Ooh. My mom is on my mom and dad are on a motorcycle vacation to Colorado right now. So like 6 times a day, my mom keeps sending me photos of the Rocky Mountains, and I keep being incredibly jealous. The grimy key I'd found in the basement unlocked this door, just like Sean said it would. I should listen to that guy more often. He seems to know it's on the up and up. It looked like the room had been tossed around. The furniture was a mess. Did somebody break in here? Is someone in here?
Now I wonder that.
There was an old crowbar on the floor that somebody used to break in. Did I take the crowbar?
Yeah, I put my fingerprints all over
I lifted the heavy crowbar. I appreciated its weight in my hand.
What?
What does that even mean?
What does that mean?
You know, that being, I guess I do actually know. For Christmas this year, I bought myself an M9A1 pistol, and there's something about like the weight of like the metal in your hand. I don't know how to describe it except for appreciating the weight of the weapon. But you can only do that in the sense of a weapon. You can't appreciate the weight of like a flower or a school bus. Yeah, it just makes it seem weaponry. Weapony.
It looks like somebody knows what he's doing.
Did I break through the wall with the crowbar? You fucking right I did. With a heave, I swung the crowbar at the wall. I smashed the hole large enough for me to step through.
Why?
Plot.
Why?
As I stepped through the broken wall, my breath caught in my throat. This was it. Was Rachel down here? Was she okay?
Why would she be behind the wall?
Look in this room.
That you had to break through the crowbar.
Oh god, it says don't look. On the wall in this room in my own basement. Do you hear that? Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh
like
god.
a record off the thingy. Why do we have 2 Christmas trees?
There's just shit like plastered on the walls all over. The same eyeball from the things downstairs. Eyeball jellyfish. Uh-oh.
Don't.
Uh-oh.
Look. How big is this fucking room?
It's most of the basement. Uh-oh.
Dun, dun, dun.
Since we're at the end. A filthy-looking pile of rags had been dumped in the corner. The stench of them was awful and made my eyes fucking water. I was terrified to even touch the pile to see what lay within, but I knew I had to. I'd already come this far. After all this searching, after all I had seen, all those people I'd killed, when I looked within these rags, did I finally find my Rachel?
You said no. What the fuck?
Wrapped within the filthy rags, pale and still, was my Rachel. She was covered in fading bruises and what looked like cuts. Her chest was a horrible mess of blood and dirt and titties, and I couldn't bear to look at it. The knife in my boot, the gun in my pocket, were they the tools of her murder?
Who said she was murdered?
She was covered in bruises and cuts.
She could have done that herself. Keep going.
Statistically, okay. Keep going.
I thought about all I had seen and wondered if any of it could help me figure out who had done this.
Oh, come on! You're a fucking idiot.
And when I couldn't stay there any longer, I stepped away on shaky legs, one bullet ridden, and made my way back upstairs. Reluctantly crouched at the starting line. Engines.
It's a cake song.
Exhausted from my journey, I could no longer resist the urge to close my eyes.
So I passed out. I saw Rachel's dead body, climbed upstairs, and passed out.
Yep.
I woke up to another rave. Maybe I would use some of Rachel's travel books and find some place to go. You murdered your wife!
Is it down there?
It was my wallet with its contents intact. Either I dropped that stuff or somebody else did. Maybe I was sleepwalking again. Or maybe somebody stole it from me.
Stop being in denial.
Norman's store, that forest, the water tower. Was I at those places before? Yes, you were. I didn't see how it could have happened any other way. I must have been the one to lose my wallet and its contents. But what does it mean?
It means you've lost your fucking mind.
It means he lost his mind to the music. Okay, what if this entire game he was actually missing one limb and he's just got a huge glowing cock?
Let's assume that's not the case.
Within the few broken pieces that remained of the mirror, I could see my pale face which had grown weak. I couldn't bear to look anymore. It was like I didn't even finish reading the text that was on the screen.
We're going out the front door.
What's that?
It was a letter I had taken from the post box. Rachel, were you really having an affair with
Oh my
Norman?
god.
Did someone make this letter up just to fuck with me? Why? I didn't think things were that bad. In the letter, Rachel seemed concerned about me. She almost seemed worried of what Norman might do. Did he do that to Rachel? No, I did. Norman may have betrayed me, but I didn't think he was capable of that.
You push no?
Yeah.
Oh.
I hated him so much.
But I also couldn't blame him for what happened to my wife. I couldn't blame him for fucking her. She was hot.
Oh,
Damn bad TV.
Should we touch it again?
Oh. That's so sad.
Cause you killed her, you big doof. Oh, the D-pad works too.
Oh.
For moving. D-pad dance party. Oh, it doesn't work as well. Let's go back down to the basement and see her corpse. We're almost done, everybody. Oh,
Maybe I thought it...
It seemed like I had seen all there was to see.
Hint, hint.
Maybe I thought. Maybe. Just maybe I was ready to go back into the basement.
yes. Let's do it.
Maybe there wouldn't be anything for me to find this time.
The fuck? Her
Maybe.
body's still down there.
Just maybe. It had all been a bad dream. Maybe I'd been hallucinating because I was a day sleeper.
Why would you say don't look?
Now that I stood there,
I realized I couldn't go back.
Wait, what's the stuff on the ground?
So, like at the top of the stairs, like, oh my god, I have to go back down. And when you get down there,
Oh, there's a gun.
yeah.
it was like carrying an old friend in my pocket. If I was guilty, I could take this to a warm, safe place and do something about it.
Why
I
are
pick
your
up the
weapons
knife.
down there?
I took the knife and kept it firmly in the palm of my hand. Firmly yet
That's all that was
gently.
there. Go back. Why are you going upstairs?
You can't go down. You can't go into the other section where the body was. When you're at the top of the stairs, that's what I was complaining about. At the top of the stairs, like,
I had to go back into the basement and see what happened.
and I go here and it says,
I need to put an end to the situation.
and that's it. Because the first time you checked it, it said,
I can't, now that I'm standing here, I can't go back.
I know. That's the same face I made.
Doesn't make sense.
The male sat there, heaped on the floor.
There's lots of
Now
heaps.
you wonder how long she's been away lying in the basement? What the fuck?
That was it. With Rachel gone, I couldn't stand that house a moment longer. But I had the gun again and
that
a knife. This wasn't the only way to end this, I knew. Did I leave and say goodbye to that nightmare forever?
Yeah.
I looked again at the knife and gun I carried. I might have been able to use one of those instead.
Shoot yourself.
What?
I don't know. Like,
Are you pushing yes or no?
I would press no that time. I want to see if I can off myself.
It sounds like that's an option.
I must have locked the back door.
There's no reason to turn to the backyard anyway. Yeah. It actually said anyway. All right, no, we'll go out the front. It's cool. We'll end it. We'll move on. I like that even like the black around my flashlight kind of has like that. Just the way that it looks like when it's actually like pitch black.
Yeah. Which, for being pixelated, is pretty cool.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yes. Living in this town hadn't been easy. The plant had helped in some way to stay grounded. Kept me in line, gave me something to do, and helped me to get away from my past that I'd not mentioned up until this point. When the factory closed, everything changed.
Hold up.
When the factory closed, everything changed.
In a world.
Right.
Rob Schneider is a guy that had been sleepwalking and disappearing for hours at a time. I had MRIs and piles of doctor's reports, but nothing seemed to help, not even drinking. But I swear I tried to give it up.
I know it.
The sleepwalking never really went away, though. But I know that Rachel had tried. I know she had tried to be there for me, even when everything was falling apart. This night had unearthed terrible truths, but I knew it was a final act of a long-standing horror I'd been living. Waking up in that house tonight was a final cruelty.
Made no sense to wake up in that house.
I wish I'd remained unconscious in that room forever. Even the man I'd found in that place was a mystery. Why was he dead? What had I done to him? Whose butt did I put my penis in?
Oh, God. You just had to wait for that one.
Or why, for that matter, was I in that damn room in the first place? After making all those tunnels, I thought the sewers might feel safer. I was wrong. The security tape I'd watched had shown someone being attacked by what looked like two people. But who was it in that attack? I'd found the contents of my wallet scattered throughout town. Why the hell had I been out there? Had my sleepwalking gone to some new crazy extreme?
Yeah.
New extreme sleepwalking! The thought that I couldn't account for my whereabouts, but I knew that I'd been to that forest. Even to Norman's place.
Well, it was terrifying. I'm sorry, that voice is hurting too much. I didn't know what it meant, but at least I'd recovered my things. Hopefully, I thought. That would cover my tracks so I wouldn't be blamed for all of it.
Except for that credit card.
The one that we left behind? Yeah, we left a tiny bit of
fingerprints.
evidence.
The tangled mess of that horrible forest was an experience I never wanted to repeat.
Awful person, though.
But going from that forest to the old plant was hardly a relief. The memories of that place.
Thank you for recapping the entire game.
Right? There was something going on there, especially in the old locker room, but I was no closer to the truth. After the factory, though, I thought I might find some solace if I could just get to Norman's store. But then I didn't, because his body was dead and I found more questions instead of answers. Now that I really consider it, when I should have seen it coming. Norman, what were you and Rachel up to?
You don't want to know.
Doing the horizontal mambo. Wow.
Doing it. It was obvious that things were more complicated than I ever imagined. How long have you guys been fucking behind my back? More importantly, why Norman? Just because he's more well hung than I? Just because he's a better
Whoever
lover?
killed Rachel had probably gone after you too.
Yeah, it was me.
Obviously.
Maybe they knew what you were up to and was like, oh, these people are clearly committing adultery. Let's just go fucking kill them. No, it was
That doesn't
me.
happen.
When I had marched through the rain towards home, I desperately clung to the hope that this would end well. And I guess in a way it did, because I'm still alive. I'd started to feel disoriented as when I was sleepwalking. To think of it now. Our house used to feel so lively and warm, but coming into the kitchen I felt only cold, empty tension. Every terrible thought I had up to that point was suddenly a possibility. But nothing could have prepared me for
My wife dead, ruined in the basement.
Discarded.
That's an awful way to be dead. Just a discarded corpse.
Rachel's death was a terrible mystery.
There is no comfort. You murdered your wife, dude.
As I swung open the door and stepped out in the air, I caught the scent of grass and fog and kind of a little bit of a fart.
Rachel, my beautiful wife. Just the thought of her again, cold and inert. Like a molecule. Shook me from head to toe. What would I do now? Who could I turn to? It would only be a matter of time before the police got involved, before the neighbors knew. The
What
front
neighbors?
lawn was soft and giving and yielding beneath my feet. I couldn't shake the urge that I shouldn't stand there, but rather that I should run. Yeah, get out of there, buddy. All right. Well, that was a...
So you couldn't off yourself?
No, you just kind of walk outside and realize you did a bunch of terrible stuff, but you're
run
kind
away.
of okay with it, too, which is bizarre.
Kind of okay with it. Well, he never really admitted that he did it. He stayed.
I know, right? Like, we just talked for like an hour and a half. Oh my
He stayed
gosh.
in denial for so long, though.
But and then even in the end, he was in denial, like, oh, somebody must have killed Norman and my wife.
No
it clearly
idea
wasn't
who it could have been.
Interesting story, though. And special thanks to all these people. Sandy Duncan.
Son of Snake.
Oh my God. Home is dedicated to my wife, Nancy.
Watch your back.
That's the creepiest part of the whole fucking game.
I love it.
Like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you bitches next time.
Well, that
This
has
guy
no
again.
face. That fucking guy.
This fuck. I'm gonna.
This guy.
This guy over here.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
Oh crap! My dad called.
Oh crap.